Ionic bond. Ionic bond is considered to be the strongest bond. This bond takes place between metal and non-metal. It is also called as electrovalent bond, or else you can also say it takes place between the element which show a difference in the electronegativity. Now you know the octet rule. Everyone know what is octet rule. Octet rule. Now everyone is familiar with the octet rule. In an octet rule, elements try to get stable by achieving nearest noble gas configuration. For doing this, they either donate, share or accept electron. And thus this result into a chemical bonding. That is the reason we are learning one of the chemical bonding, that is ionic bond. In an ionic bond, metal, they always donate electron and they always get a positive charge, whereas non-metal, they always accept electron and they get a negative charge. Metal, they have large size compared to non-metal. That is the reason force of attraction from nucleus to last orbit is quite less. And that's the reason actual where metal, they easily lose electron, whereas non-metal, they do have small size with respect to metal. That is the reason they easily accept the electron because force of attraction from nucleus to the last orbit is high. So they readily accept electron and get what? Negative charge. Okay, sodium, it's a metal, it belongs to first group in a periodic table and in a third period. That is the reason it has 3 orbit and it has valence electron 1. So sodium electronic configuration become 281. We know sodium size is large as well as force of attraction of nucleus to the last orbit is quite weak. That is the reason sodium easily lose the valence electron, that is 1, and achieve electronic configuration 28, which is nearest to the neon. As it is losing electron, so sodium is getting plus charge and it is becoming sodium plus, Na plus ion. What about the non-metal? Now in case of chlorine, it belongs to group 17 and period 3rd. That is the reason its electronic configuration becomes 287. Means in the outermost orbit of chlorine there is 7 electron. As the size of this chlorine is less compared to the metal, it's small compared to the metal. That is the reason chlorine, they readily accept the electron and electronic configuration tends to be 288, which is somewhere nearest to the argon, and that is the reason chlorine get, as it is taking the electron, it is getting what? Negative charge. So chlorine becomes chlorine ion after taking this electron. Because of sodium plus and chlorine minus, both opposite charge, both the ions, they do get attract to each other. As the charge is opposite, they do get attracted. There is a force which exists between them, and that force is electrostatic force. Because of this electrostatic force, both the ions, they are strongly held to each other, forming a compound, that is NaCl. And this entire bonding is called ionic bond. Ionic bond is quite strong bond due to the electrostatic force. Ionic bond require high energy to break this bond. That is the reason all ionic salt, like your common salt, your potassium chloride, all ionic salt, they require a high energy to break this bond. That is the reason they do have high melting point. Ionic salt, they are easily soluble in water. They are in crystalline shape, they are easily soluble in water. And they do conduct electricity when they are in soluble state, when they are in dissolved, or when they are in semi-solid state. In solid state, they are a bad conductor of electricity, whereas in liquid state or in semi-solid state, they are a good conductor of electricity.